Good morning, girls. Today we are going to handle another case, another type of solution of LPP using simplex method. So far we have seen two different cases where we had no solution and unbounded solution. Okay, no solution means when an artificial variable remains at positive level in the final simplex table, the LPP has no solution. Then, in any simplex table, if you find that all the entries are negative in the pivot column, then that problem has an unbounded solution. Today we are going to see alternate solution, okay, of an LPP. So, we will be just solving the problem and then we will interpret it, okay. Alternate solution or infinitely many solutions, you can say. So let us have a problem. Yeah, tie among key columns and tie among key rows is different. That is another thing. Now, today I'm taking alternative. Okay, so there we will again concentrate on Zj minus Cj values. But there is no tie. Okay, there is no tie among the Zj minus Cj values. But the variable which is not part of the solution, for that variable also Zj minus Cj value becomes 0 and that you need to identify, and therefore I tell you always to check the Zj minus Cj values of the variables which are already there in the solution. So far whatever problems we have seen that the variables which are part of the current solution or that particular solution, their Zj minus Cj values were 0. Okay, for other variables they were not 0, isn't it? Am I correct? Yes. Do you hear me? Girls, do you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. How many students were there in the previous class? CR, can you tell me how many were there?
Ma'am, I have the attendance.
Just tell me approximate number. So let me find the problem. Hi. The problem has alternate solution.
Ma'am,
Yes.
38.
Hmm. 38. Now 31 only. Okay. Okay. Yes. Just a minute. Yes. Write down the problem. Maximize z equal to x1 plus x2 subject to minus 3x1 plus x2 is less than or equal to 4. x1 minus x2 is less than or equal to 2. x1, x2 greater equal 0. Okay, take this one for homework. I will take another one. where we have more constraints. Have you written this problem?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I hope we didn't have this. Yeah, so I'll go to the next page. So we will solve this problem today. Maximize z equal to 6x1 plus 4x2 subject to 2x1 plus 3x2 is less than or equal to 30. 3x1 plus 2x2 less than or equal to 24. x1 plus x2 greater equal 3. And x1, x2 greater equal 0. Okay, so the earlier problem was in canonical form. So that is very straightforward to solve. So I thought I will take something which involves artificial and surplus variables also. Okay, so let us quickly convert it into its standard form. Yes, the standard form. Yes, in the first two are less equal. Okay, and the third one is greater equal. So what we have to do here, in the first constraint, come on, be quick. Girls, what we have to do in the first constraint? Do you hear me? Am I audible?
Add a slack wave.
So बताओ ना जल्दी जल्दी. Plus S1 is equal to 30. Next one is also less equal.
Add a slack variable.
So another slack variable. Third one,
Minus S3 plus 7
minus S3
plus 7.
plus A1 is equal to 3. And here S1, S2, S3, A1 all are greater equal 0. Okay, what happens in the objective function?
Plus 0.S1
Plus 0 S1 plus 0 S2 minus 0 S3 plus or minus M. What is the coefficient of A1? Sakshi Jagtap, can you tell me? Sakshi Jagtap, are you there? Anuja Patil, can you tell me? Same people always answer because they concentrate in the lecture throughout. Huh? What about others? Akshada, Anuja, Sakshi, are you there in the class right now? I'm not putting your attendance, okay? If you are not answering, you are absent for me. Yes, what is the coefficient of artificial variable?
Minus M.
Minus capital M A1. Yes, because the objective function is to be maximized. This is your standard form. Now, ये हो गया आपका standard form. Then IBFS. So set, how many variables are there now? 6 and 3 constraints. 6 minus 3, that is 3 variables equal to 0. Namely, x1, the decision variable.
X1, X2, and S3.
Yes, correct. x1, x2 and s3 we will set equal to 0. Therefore, we have S1 is equal to 30, S2 is equal to 24, and A1 is equal to 3. So these are my basic variables. If you observe, their coefficient in one of the constraints is 1. S1 is present in first constraint, so उसका coefficient +1 है. बाकी जगह पे वो नहीं है, so उसका coefficient 0 है. S2 is present only in the second constraint, so its coefficient there is +1. In other two constraints, it is 0. Similarly, A1. So these are my basic variables. And what is the answer of Z then? Z becomes minus 3m, and m is sufficiently large. Okay, so this cannot be considered as an optimal solution, obviously, because this is going to be a negative answer, and we are interested in maximizing Z. Okay, so as all basic variables are positive, this IBFS is, what do we call it?
Non-degenerate.
Non-degenerate. Non-degenerate. Okay. Now quickly construct the table. Yes. So let us quickly construct the table. First, second, third, okay, so these are my basic variables. Their coefficients in the objective function. These are my Cj values. This is solution. Okay, and the variables are x1, x2, s1, s2, s3, and a1. Right? Let me write them properly. x1, x2, s1, s2, a1. This is the ratio. Okay, 6, 4, 0, 0 minus m. Then I have s1, s2, a1. 30, 24, and 3. Sorry. This I have to write here. 30, 24, 3. And these are the coefficients I am writing. 2, 3, 1, 0, 0. 3, 2, 0, 1, 0. 1, 1, 0, 0, 1.
Ma'am, you not write the S3.
S3?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh,
In the
sorry.
CJ.
Sorry. That's what I was thinking. Initially, I made that space. Okay, S3, let me write it. Yeah, this is minus N. S1, S2, S3. So this is 0, 0. S1, S2, S3. Yeah.
Ma'am, S2 is 1 in the second row.
1, 0, 0, minus 1. This is 0, 0. Correct now, Archana?
Yes, ma'am.
And here my Z value is minus 3m. ZJ minus CJ. Okay, let us quickly calculate ZJs. Yeah, what is the first one?
minus m
Minus m,
minus m
0, 0,
0 plus
plus
m
m, minus m.
minus m
Okay, minus m minus 6, minus m minus 4, 0, 0, m, 0.
0
Okay, what do you observe here now? Which variables Zj minus Cj values are 0?
s2 a1
S1, S2 and A1 because they are currently in the solution. So that has to be like that. Now which column will be your pivot column? Your objective function is to be maximized. So you should consider most positive or most negative value. Somebody else can answer. I teach all the students, right? I don't teach only Harshada.
Positive. Most positive.
No, Vipasini. When objective function is to be maximized, we consider the most negative value in the Zj minus Cj row. When objective function is to be minimized, we consider the most
minus m
positive.
minus 6
Yes, so minus m minus 6, the corresponding column is your pivot column. That means you are going to enter the variable x1 in the next table or in the solution. Okay, now which variable should be replaced by x1 that we want to see? So let us calculate the ratio quantities. So ratio quantities, solution column divided by pivot column. So 30 divided by 2 is 15, 24 divided by 3 is 8, and 3 divided by 1 is 3. Yes, so the minimum ratio is obviously third. So the artificial variable is replaced by x1. Okay, so I am writing x1 in place of a1 now. And the corresponding coefficient is 6. What is the pivot element here? What is the pivot element?
1
1.
1.
So do you have to do any operation here? It is already 1. Okay, so you need
No,
not
ma'am.
carry out any row transformation. So your new row will be same as that of old row. 3, 1, 1, 0, 0, minus 1, 1. Okay. But now these two elements we have to reduce to 0. And what should be the operation then? What should be R1 minus 2R3 and R2 minus 3R3. These operations we need to carry out. Okay? Is that okay, girls?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
S1 and S2 as they are previously, their coefficients are 0, 0. So let us do the row transformations. 30 minus 2 times 3, 30 minus 6, that is 24. 2 minus 2, 0. Forget about this row. Forget about this row. Okay. 3 minus 2 times 1, that is 1. 3 minus 2 is 1. 1 minus 0 is 1. 0, 0 is 0. Now 0 minus 2 into minus 1, that is plus 2. Then 0 minus 2 is minus 2. Okay, next S2. 24 minus 3 into 3, that is 9. 24 minus 9 is 15. Correct, Fiona? 15. 3 minus 3, 0. Then this 2 minus 3 into 1 is minus 1. 0 as it is. 1 as it is. 0 minus 3 into minus 1, that is plus 3. And 0 minus 3 into 1 is minus 3. So I hope I have done correct calculations. Right, girls? Now Zj values, yes, Zj values, first column, CB column into the respective variable. So that is 6,
6. 6.
then 6 again,
Yes, ma'am.
0, 0,
Minus 6
minus 6,
plus 6.
plus 6. Now Zj minus Cj, 6 minus 6, 0, 6 minus 4, 2, 0, 0, minus 6, and 6 plus m, right? It is 6 plus m. So which one has the most negative value?
Minus 6.
Minus 6.
18.
Minus 6. Only one is there. So this is my pivot column. Now pivot row. 24 divided by 2 is 12. 15 divided by 3 is 5. And 3 divided by minus 1 is minus 3, which is to be ignored. We cannot consider this. So the minimum ratio is 5. This is my pivot row. Okay, this is my pivot column. This is my pivot row. This was my pivot row. This was my pivot column. Okay. Yes. So what is the next step now? So S2 is replaced by S3, right? Right, girls?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
And the value of Z.
This part, I will make changes here itself. Okay, please calculate Z value. What is the Z value? Z value इधर क्या है?
18, ma'am.
See, just multiply this. 0 into 24, 0 into 15, 6 plus 3, 18. Okay, so isn't it maximized? Isn't it improved?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay, so I have to write here also, I have to write x1 is already there. Yes, now S2 I have replaced by S3. And now what is its solution? What is the pivot element here? क्या है pivot element? 3. So हमें क्या करना पड़ेगा इस पूरी रो को?
divide by 3.
Divide by 3.
Divide by 3. So the new row becomes 5. The minimum ratio quantity appears here, always remember. Then 0, minus 1 by 3, 0, 1 by 3, 1, minus 1. Okay, now forget about this old row. Now we want to see the elements which are above this 3 and below. And accordingly we have to choose the operation. Okay, तो क्या operation होगा अभी? We have to convert this 2 to 0. So what should be the operation? R1 minus 2 R2. And what about R3?
R2 plus R2.
Yes, R3 plus R2. Minus 1 plus 1 is 0. So पहले इसका कर लेते हैं. 24 minus 2 times 5. So that is 14. Okay, then 0 and 0. So that will be 0. Then 1 minus 2 into minus 1 by 3. So 1 plus 2 by 3. It's 5 by 3. Then 1 and minus 2 times 0 is 1 as it is. Now 0 minus 2 into 1 by 3, that is minus 2 by 3. Now this is 2 and minus 2 times 1, that is 0, and that is what you wanted. Then next, this is minus 2 and minus 2 into minus 1, that is plus 2, that is also 0. So this element also has become 0 automatically. Now third one, for third row, it is simply add R2 and R3. So 3 plus 5, 8, 0 plus 1, 1, 1 minus 1 by 3 is 2 by 3, then 0 is 0, then 0, this 0 into this 1 by 3 is 1 by 3, then minus 1 plus 1 is 0, this is what was expected, and 1 minus 1 is also 0. You have to be very quick, girls. Jaldi karo chalo. ZJs, can you tell me ZJs? 6, 4,
0, 2,
0,
0, 0.
0, 0, 6, 0, 0, 0, 2, 0, and what is the value of Z? Okay. Now tell me, is there any negative value in the ZJ minus CJ row?
No.
No, ma'am.
No. That means we have to stop the simplex method, right? We should not continue it. Yes. But you can observe there are many more zeros in ZJ minus CJ row. कौन से वेरिएबल सॉल्यूशन के पार्ट है अभी फिलहाल? Which variables? S1. तो S1 का 0 है, ऑलरेडी आपको दिख रहा है. S3 उसका भी दिख रहा है 0. देन X1 उसका भी दिख रहा है. और कौन से वेरिएबल की वैल्यू ZJ माइनस CJ वैल्यू 0 है?
X2.
X2. But do you see that X2 is part of the solution?
No.
No. So what does it suggest? It suggests that X2 also can be brought in the solution, okay, by considering this to be your pivot column. Though it is 0, you can consider this to be your pivot column and do the same pivotal operations. Bring X2, replace some other variable and check the value of Z. So right now actually I have arrived at my solution. I have got my answer as x1 equal to 6. मेरे इसका solution क्या होगा? देखो अभी अगर मैं Z का LPP का solution लिख लूँ तो क्या होगा solution मेरा? Solution 1 of LPP. Okay? क्या है solution? Can you tell me the solution? x1 की वैल्यू कितनी आई हमारी? 8, right? x2 मिल रहा है क्या आपको? Do you find x2?
No.
Do you find x2 in the solution? No, that means x2 की वैल्यू 0 है हमारी. And what is the value of z? Maximum value क्या है z की? 48. Do you understand this? Now we will see. It suggests us that you can bring x2 in the solution because its zj minus cj value is also 0, though it is not part of the solution. So what we will do now, we will consider this to be our pivot column and let us see what happens next. Okay, we have to do it very quickly, girls. Only 10 minutes are left. We should complete our this thing. फटाफट कर लो चलो. Yes. So this is my pivot column now. I am considering this to be pivot column. That means I want to bring x2 in the solution. So what is the ratio? 14 divided by 5 by 3, that is 42 by 5. What is 42 by 5? 8.4. This is 5 upon minus 1 by 3. So ignore this is negative. 8 divided by 2 by 3, that is 24 by 2 is 12. Correct है क्या? So this is my pivot row. That means S1 can be replaced by X2. So S1 की जगह पे मैं लिख रही हूँ X2. ये X1 already है मेरा and S3 है 0. Then this is 4 and this is 6. Yes, what is the pivot element? Come on girls, answer my questions. 5 by 3. 5 by 3. So we have to multiply the whole row by 3 by 5. So 14 upon 5 by 3, that is 42 upon 5. So do not write it in points. Let it be in fractions. Okay, then this is 0, this is 1. Then this is 3 by 5. This is minus 2 by 5, 0 and 0. Okay. So ऑपरेशंस बताओ अभी. इस माइनस 1 by 3 को 0 बनाना है, इस 2 by 3 को 0 बनाना है यूजिंग न्यू रो. यूजिंग दिस न्यू रो. सो ऑपरेशन क्या होगा? R2 plus 1 by 3 R1 and R3 minus 2 by 3 R1. Okay. So 5 plus 1 by 3 into 42 by 5. So कितना हो रहा है? 5 plus 1 by 3 into 42 by 5. So that is 5 plus 14 by 5. That is 39 by 5. Okay. Then it is 0 here. Then minus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3 0. Then 0 plus 1 by 3 into 3 by 5, that is 1 by 5. 1 by 3 minus 1 by 3 minus 2 by 5 into 1 by 3. So 1 by 3 minus 2 by 5 into 1 by 3, that is 1 by 3 minus 2 by 15. So 5 minus 2 is 3 by 15, that is 1 by 5. Okay, Riona? You have become slow. You are not telling me answers. 1 as it is, minus 1 as it is. Yes, somebody tell me the last row. Am I going correct? Am I going correct, girls? My dear 35 students, Mrunal Jadhav, are you there? Mrunal, can you hear me? Riona, what happened to you? Am I audible? Bipashini, ma'am. Third row बताओ चलो, third row. R3 minus 2 by 3 R1. So 8 minus 2 by 3 into 42 by 5. 12 by 5. I'm quicker than you girls. You are too slow. This one as it is. Then 2 by 3 minus 2 by 3 is 0. Then 0 minus 2 by 3 into 3 by 5, that is minus 2 by 5. Then 1 by 3 minus 2 by 3 into minus 2 by 5. So 1 by 3 plus 4 by 15, that is 9 by 15. 9 by 15 is 3 by 5. Then this is 0, 0. So that is 0. Then this is 0 and this is Yeah. Yes. Is it correct? What I have written, is it correct? Okay. Come
Yes,
on,
ma'am.
tell me ZJ values at least. 6, 4, 12 by 5 minus 12 by 5, that is 0. Then minus 8 by 5 plus 18 by 5, that is 2 here. Then 0 and 0. 6 minus 6, 0. 4 minus 4, 0. 0, 2, 0 and plus 7. So what you observe here, girls? Again, Zj minus Cj values are
Same, ma'am.
positive. Same, and they are positive, right? But now x1 and x2, both my decision variables are there in the solution. So what is the answer? Can you tell me the answer? 4 into 42 by 5. 4 into 42 by 5 plus this 0 into 39 by 5 is 0 and 6 into 12 by 5. So 4 into 42 is 168 plus 12 6 are 72, the whole thing divided by 5. That is 160 में 70, 230, 240, 240 by 5, that is again 48. Okay? Have you understood it? Have you understood it?
Ma'am,
Huh.
ma'am, is it necessary, like, 'cause if you see the answers are same, what if we just stop at the previous step?
Sorry?
Is it necessary to even make this table? Why can't we stop at the previous step since the Z values are the same?
Yeah, it's necessary to show, Riona. If the question says that show that the problem has an alternate solution, you need to understand the answer of x2. See, from this table, what you can interpret only is that you can enter x2 in the solution, right?
Yes, ma'am.
इतना ही बता सकते हो आप. But can you tell this answer? 42 by 5?
No, no.
No. That's why it is necessary, okay? Okay. Otherwise, you can just say that problem has an alternate solution. But what is that alternate solution? We know that alternate solution का मतलब ये है that the decision variables or other variables involved there, their values will be different, but the z value will be same. That is the meaning of alternate solution. Okay. So we have got second solution. Solution 2 is x1 is equal to कितना आया हमारा 12 by 5. x2 is equal to 42 by 5.
2 by 5.
Yes. With z max equal to 6
48.
into 12 by 5 plus
Ma'am, we can't see you.
now
Yes, ma'am.
so this is 72 plus 168 upon 5, that is 48. Okay, so you can see the z value is same, but the combinations are different. Here x1 is 8, x2 was absent, and here x1 x2 both are present in the solution. Okay, so this was the case of alternate solution. Have you understood this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now we are left with two more cases when there is tie among pivot rows and tie among pivot columns. So that we will do in the next lecture. Okay.